Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Alright, well, as you can see over there, all of my test and development redstone junk is cleaned up and out of the way. And yeah, there is this. I got putting the lights in, and it was only afterwards that I realized that I had kind of botched up the alignment with the runway, so I figure there's an easy way to fix that. Let's just do this. I'll just bring the runway down here. Whoops. Do I have any that isn't powder? No. Alright. Fine. Trying to be fast with it because I don't want to have to replace my torches again. There. There we go. I only needed 2 of them. And now what I'll do down here, see down on this end, it goes past the last of the lights. And yes, I could have just torn this out first. What was the fun in that? That would have been sensible. Where's the fun in that? There. And besides, need a little bit more clearance there. Alright, now head down below. The lights match up with the runway. It starts with the lights and it ends at the lights. That's great. Clean up all this mess. Okay, now down here the circuit is pretty much the same as it was before. The pulse comes down this middle line. At each light on this side there's a line that goes over here and fires up the light on the other side, and then at the end branches off here, and is the signal return coming back to the clock itself, or completing the clock, because I guess that's technically part of the clock. And then this is the arrangement that starts it and stops it. This part starts it, and that piston shuts it off. Great. Now obviously, I'm not going to want to come down here just to start this going. As a matter of fact, I don't need it there. As long as it connects to this line, that's enough. Yeah. What's with the... Oh, jeez, come on. You know, torches in that slot are handy, but sometimes they are just plain bloody annoying as all get out. So anyway, I need a redstone line that comes down here. And what I need, you see, is where would you typically expect to be when you're turning on runway lights? Oh, I don't know. How about the airport control tower? Yeah, that's what that is on top of that northwest tower of the wall. Airport control tower. Yeah, and there's another thing too. Now that I've got pretty much the landscaping in this area done, I am satisfied with the shape of the hill over here and over here the way this is. So I'm going to tear some of this back out. Let's leave that one there. Yeah. As you might guess, the plan is to get this filled with water. And let's see. I do have one water bucket on me. Great planning, I know. Something like this. So, and obviously I need more water buckets to complete the job, but the idea is we've got a water flow that's coming out of there, some kind of a spring or whatever in the mountain. It flows down here into this, right up against here. And guess what? That dovetails nicely with this. That was the plan. So that'll work for that. I'll just need to get another water bucket and finish that off. In the meantime, oh crap, I forgot to do something down below. Hate it when I do that. I needed to look at F3 and get the Y level down there. I had started to dig a tunnel out that way, and then I realized I need to know where the tower is. So, F3, Y58 is the level this has to come down to. So, I need to do something that has always been a little bit of a challenge. That is a little bit of a challenge when you're tight space-wise, is to send a redstone signal down. Sending it up is easy. And yes, I did do some research time on this one, because I haven't had to do that very much. Sending it up is easy, torch tower. Sending it down is another matter. Okay, yeah. This is the area under the wall and whatnot that at some point I need to get filled in. Just simply because filling it in is better, I think. In the meantime, I need to get down to Y58. And let's throw a torch or two on the walls here. Alright, this is the level where it's at. Okay. So now, oh goody. Oh well. And I'm running out of torches too. Beautiful. Just couldn't be more fantastic. Alright, so what I need to do is, well, honestly, I need to stop what I'm doing, go get some torches, clear some stuff out of my inventory, and finish getting this tunnel dug and hook it up over there with the stuff under the runway. Okay, so here we are, and I've realized I still need to go up a little farther, actually. Because the control tower area is actually the top of this thing. And so the signal is going to have to go up there. boy, and I already see a problem. Oh, well, there's not a whole lot for it. I either bring it in a bit, and mind you, a lot of this glass, if not most of it, is going to end up coming out because I decided to change that. But I want it to be inside the tower, so it's going to have to come up this way, 2 blocks further over than I had originally anticipated. But and these will be enclosed later on, these levels. Okay, so yeah. We have our block with the lever on it that controls the thing, and that's where we start going downward. Oh, come on. And this is why most folks don't do this sort of thing on camera. And ordinarily, I wouldn't. But oh. Okay. Redstone here. We'll pick up the signal from the... Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. And then here, a torch. And down here, the redstone. Ah. Get that block out of there. All right. That should work. If I'm reproducing this circuit correctly, it should stair-step the signal down. And I'll need a redstone dot on that. like that. We'll go back up here for a second. Okay, those are right. There. And it stair steps the signal downward. And I'm sure I can like enclose that somehow. Okay. Yeah. It'll actually get easier once I get into the area that I dug out for the underground part of it. Okay. Like that, all the way down. Get rid of this one. Okay, I am going to continue this, stair step this all the way down like that. Well, I guess it's not exactly stair step, but I'm going to stagger it all the way down, and then get it hooked up with the circuit. All right, here we go. Everything's wired up down there. I still have a hole in the ground I need to fill in once I'm done with all of this, but just about ready to do that almost. Got this set up, going all the way down, and the signal runs out there and hooks into the circuit that fires that up. And I was wondering what to do about this, because if I put a block there, it's just going to cut the redstone signal. And that's not going to be any good. And if I put something here, it's just going to kind of stick out. And then I realized, if I put a redstone lamp there, it's an indicator. And then we wait for it, because it actually takes a little bit for the signal to get down there. And once it does, there you go. I mean, this whole thing, that line of redstone going down there is long enough that there is actually a noticeable delay in it getting down there, about a second or two. Which is not a problem. But, yeah. There we go. Runway light control in the airport control tower. Speaking of the airport control tower, this is the part of it that does need to have glass. Matter of fact, I had another thought too. I kind of like the way those things were sticking up like that. So what if I come along like this, and have those sticking up as antenna? I think that'll work. It's appropriate for an airport control tower. I mean, ideally, there should be like a radar dish or something, but I have no idea how you would go about making something that looked like a radar dish in Minecraft, especially if you wanted it to rotate. I mean, yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, there we go. Oh, come on. All right, let's get this on here. Okay, finish this off. Of course, there needs to be some kind of interior work. And I probably need to make the antennas go up another block, because there needs to be a rooftop on this, of course. And I'm thinking probably just stone brick. Yeah, stone brick rooftop, antennas go up one more block, and that'll work. Okay, so, incoming flight. Turn the runway lights on. You want to have a little bit of warning when the flight is coming in. Yeah, and there you go. Don't need it, turn it off. Now, as for the rest of the tower, I'm going to have to come up with some kind of a way to enclose this all the way down. Well, at least to ground level. Once it goes below ground, it doesn't matter. And then, as for the walkway down here, let me get down there. The end of the walkway does appear to be heading into the runway, but not really, because it's not actually intended to go very much farther. And while I'm at it, let me, I've picked up a couple of more buckets of water. Oh, did I just... Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have to get some water out of there and get this all filled in and get that fixed and so on. But down here, the walkway appears like it's going to go right into the runway. No, ain't going to. Not going to come out much farther. Out to, say, maybe about here, and then have an area, part of it that comes over here to some kind of a structure that I haven't figured out what it's going to be just yet. I mean, what it's going to look like. But a structure here that is going to kind of go hand in hand with the runway. We have the runway for landings. With Elytra, you don't need a runway for takeoff. You need some kind of a launch facility, and that's going to be here. But I haven't figured out yet what the building for it needs to look like, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to be working on that and fixing up the rest of the landscaping around here, at least as far as the water and such is concerned. There are other features that need to go into the landscaping, yes. Possible leaves, possible grass, although not a whole lot of it, because one of my big beefs about the use of tall grass is that most people use entirely too much of it. I mean, like 10 times more than they need to. It's insane. Which is one of the reasons that I have come to actually despise tall grass, because it's overused so much by just about everybody that uses it. Now, mind you, yes, this is my opinion, and a lot of people disagree with me on that. I don't care. That's their privilege. Anyway, that's where we're at, and that's a little bit of a look at some of what I'm going to be working on. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.